Sydney preview for this week. We've got Mark Rhoden. How you going, Mark?
Good, Mark. Good to be here again.
Thanks for a few minutes. We were Rose Hill, we're now Randwick.
Yep, due to the heats, going to be a few degrees cooler. Randwick's more coastal. So, no problem with that. Good idea, rather than risk losing the meeting.
Any, I guess, from your point of view, all the races have stayed at the same distance?
Same distance, yep, no changes there.
No major changes from
No, well, I mean, it was the change was made before acceptances, so I hadn't even started the form, obviously, by that stage, so I've just treated it as a Randwick meeting and gone from there.
No problems. Well, the feature race is the Expressway, which usually signals the start of autumn, if you like, so good to be getting into some better racing. Elise $2.30.
Yeah.
I was just saying I couldn't work out why.
Yeah.
So short. What about you?
Yeah, I agree. I think it's too short. Funny enough, this race last year, she didn't qualify as a selection for the service, unfortunately, but I ended up backing it because she went up about to 220 in early markets for this race, and I thought she was a good thing that day.
Yep.
Certainly much better suited than she is tomorrow, and she got out to $3 and walked in and kicked off a pretty decent autumn campaign there. She was second up that day actually. She'd won the Christmas Classic, so that was another difference too. And she'd been easy in the market that day too. She's going to be 6 in August, and surely this is the last campaign, I would think. She was well backed in races like the Everests that proceeded onto the Daily Classic. She certainly didn't disgrace herself in any of those, absolute top class sprints, but she never looked like winning them either. And I just wonder, age 5, whether she's coming to the end of her career-wise. I think she's, it's not a great field, and she has an outstanding first up record, and she's proven her weight for age. So that, I suppose, those factors contribute to her very short price. But like I said, I don't think she's that well suited on the map. She's certainly not an on-speed horse. She's drawn 7, so she's back and or wide here, I think. I don't think she's. I think she might be past her very best. So for those reasons, I do have her on top, but sort of by default, and I've got around $4. So
I was going to say, so what sort of price would you be looking for?
Yeah, I mean, and if she got to $4, I wouldn't be backing her either. If she's gone from evens to 3s, it's something's up. So looking around, I don't think it's a sensational betting race, but at this stage, I could have something on Standout, who is the one who I think is going to be best suited of the main chances in this race. Of course, Colding, who had such a wonderful campaign in the spring, has gone up second favourite, but his only defeat last preparation was when he was first up, and there's no way he's going to be fully wound up for this. And 1200's obviously short of his best trip. He's won at 1200, 1250 in like midweek restricted grade at the top level for him. 1600 has been his go. So I would think that all the camp would be looking for here is him running through the line strongly and running a place maybe, or I'm not saying he can't win, but there's no reason for him to be winning tomorrow. That he doesn't need it.
Definitely one of those days in the calendar where everyone's headed for bigger things.
Sure, and Standout might be too, but I think he's the one who. I mean, he is a sprinter. Colding's a miler, and Alizé might not be suited. So just a small process of elimination there. You can make the case for Standout. But it is the kind of race where it could get a result if Alizé is not there and the other two don't produce. So you've got things like Kiyomichi, who I would have sworn blind wasn't training on until I saw her last trial. She'd ridden aggressively, but she spaced them, and the time was quite good. So that's just, all her good 2-year-old wins were when ridden positively. She's obviously going to be on speed here. She's about 20 to 1, so, she could be gone, but that trial just showed a glimpse that she might not be. Vega Days, another one who didn't come up last time in, he's had a long break, but did show promise before that and is trialling all right. White Moss, who can pop up in this, or keeps popping up at 33 to 1, 50 to 1. Particularly when Lizzie Jolts found her in the yard, she tipped her twice in the autumn. close to 50 to 1.
I was going to say, decent odds.
Yeah, she can run away, she's trialling well, and the one that's fit is Orothea, who you wouldn't have pegged as a weight for age sort of class winner, but it's that sort of race. You know, early season weight for age races, sometimes it's not a weight that old maxim about early season weight for age races, the back to fit one that usually applies in the winter in Melbourne on wet tracks, but it could come into play here. She's wound up, she ran a good second to Invincibella in the Magic Millions race at the Gold Coast. The race would have to go pretty badly for her to win, but if they all aren't ready, she could be the one left standing.
Yeah, a little hard to know whether they're all out.
I would say, I mean, in the quaddy I recommend I'll probably go wide here, you know, which is strange with a 220 favourite, but I suppose if you want to be heroic, you could just leave Alizé out, or throw her in just to get through, but you'd certainly be hoping for a value result.
Yeah, good
playing
stuff.
the quaddy, yep.
Yeah. A couple others on the card.
Yep.
You're saying race 9?
Yeah, this is a really good race.
Decent race.
Yeah, benchmark 88, but really strong one. I've come up with, at this stage, and I think I'll be on Lashes and Special Reward, two mares, one at the top of the weights, one at the bottom.
Yep.
I'll lean to them ahead of Embracer, who I think is favourite.
Yeah,
Just favourite.
420 favourite at the moment,
Embracer and Lashes both won over 1100 on the same day on a soft track at Rose Hill a fortnight ago. Embracer ran a faster time, Lashes ran slightly better the last 400s and 200s. With the weight pool, I lean to Lashes. I'm not too worried about the differential in time when they both won on that card. As I say, her sectionals were better. And the key to her this prep is that she's really relaxing better. She did have a tendency to be just go one speed as a younger horse. She's relaxing better, they're able to still race on pace but take a sit off the lead. Embracer will just lead, he's up to 1200. He's won at 1200, that's not going to get rid of him on its own, but that last 100 he might be rollable if he's not able to run that the last section. Lashes can sit and sprint, and with the weight drop, a horse that can sit and accelerate is exactly the one that a weight drop advantages. So I'm happy enough with her, and I think Special Rewards over the odds. I've actually got her second to Lashes with Embracer third in my market.
Okay.
So beaten first up by Southern Lad, who got beaten in the Carrington last week, but he's come out and started, close to 2 to 1 favourite in a listed handicap. So there's obviously tremendous respect for the form line, and she's drawn outside, but I think she comes across and sits outside Embracer, going to be bang up there in the right spot, up 2 kilos, but it's slightly down in class, and give herself every chance. I mean, at around 750, certainly be saving on her.
Yeah, $750, you get $8.
$8, yeah.
At the moment, so.
Certainly won't be losing on her anyway, that's for sure. But quite a good race. There's horses that have been racing in pretty good form that are going to be double figure odds. It's that kind of race.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
You got Canterbury tonight?
We do. I've got 2 potential bets there, and maybe one tiny value bet. There's a few ordinary races tonight, but might have a couple. There's one interesting race. We've got the scratchings for Canterbury yet, but they'll be soon, probably 10 minutes away.
Just a few minutes away.
I don't have the computer up here. Is She's Ideal still in race 5?
Scratched.
It is scratched, okay, so they're saving her for tomorrow, which means Austria will be, Cisco Bay's already out, so Austria will be pretty short there.
$12.70.
Yeah. I'm going to have to redo that market when I get home. She's Ideal and Cisco Bay both being saved for a race at Randwick tomorrow. Which isn't a bad race in itself. I think She's Ideal is pretty promising. She's up in class, up in distance, which are both theoretical negatives. So even though she's gone up early favourite, the market may risk her, but I think she's pretty smart and I think she'll be right in that race tomorrow.
So this is race 6 tomorrow?
Race 6 tomorrow,
So
there are other chances, right?
Yeah, so she's about $3.80 at the moment. She's Ideal.
Yeah, I mean, second guessing what the big syndicates are going to do is dangerous, obviously, but there are, if you wanted to pick holes in it, certainly up 450 metres and up in class would give you confidence in opposing it if you wanted to. I don't want to oppose her, and I think for those reasons her price might hold up and she might be backable.
Yeah.
And the other one I was interested in was Birth of Venus, who was very well backed up to 2,000 on the wet track last start. So what we have to weigh up is whether it was the wet that got him to improve. It was third up, but both his 2,000 metre runs in Australia have been very good. They've been the two best runs of its career in Australia. So I think it might just be getting to the trip that was the key, and stays at the trip. No reason, as long as it's not an out wet tracker, that it can't hold that and be a great chance again. So I think they're the two big chances in that race.
Right. Yeah, about $5 at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, if you get $4, $5, those two, not about $2 play, I would say at this stage.
Good stuff. All right, well, thanks so much. As I said,
No
we're getting into the definitely getting into the better racing. It's
Yeah, no,
over the next few weeks.
For sure. Look forward to this time of year every year.
Couple of huge money English races next week.
The Millennium, isn't it? Yeah.
Yes. Following that, we're straight into it. So
yes.
yeah, it should be good. So thanks for your time today. We'll catch you next week.
No problem. Thanks a lot.